Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're going to talk about my April favorites. I feel like I don't have a ton of favorites for this month. This may be an unpopular opinion, so don't come for me in the comments, but spring is my least favorite season. It's always when I feel mentally my lowest, and that combined with just there's a lot of stuff happening in life right now, which eventually I will give you a little sort of life update. Everything's fine, everybody's fine, but it's just there's a lot going on in my life right now, and that is all coinciding with my spring low. So it's been kind of a rough month, you know, sometimes it just happens, but all of that sort of leads into my first favorite of the month, which is a reread of one of my favorite series. And you know how you have a TV show that you like to watch when you don't feel good? I have both a sick show and a sad show, but that's neither here nor there. This is my series that I like to reread in the spring because it is such a light, breezy, feel-good type of book series. This one comes from Stephanie Perkins. I'll just put the photos of the covers up here for you because my books are actually upstairs in my room. This is the Anna and the French Kiss series written by Stephanie Perkins. Anna and the French Kiss is the first book. The second book is called Lola and the Boy Next Door. And the last book is Isla and the Happily Ever After. You don't have to read them in order, but I do recommend reading them in order. The characters do sort of start to appear throughout the story, so it makes the most sense and has the least spoilers if you read them in the order in which they were released. I'm pretty sure I've recommended this book series before. It is YA fiction. It is very light and fluffy, not written for a mature audience. There's not, much spiciness or anything like that, but I like it. It just makes me feel good. It's just a comfy, happy book series, and I'm very happy that I got to reread it this month because I needed it. Another thing that really helps me out when I'm not feeling my best mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the ways that you cannot feel your best, is being creative and making things, which is why I have an Etsy shop. Another one of my favorites this month comes from my Etsy shop. It's these earrings I'm wearing right now. I'm going to take it off so you can actually see up close because these are so stinking cute. They're little Frappuccino earrings with a little coffee bean bead. How cute and funny are these? They're not necessarily the most elegant and sophisticated piece of jewelry in the world, but they're just really funny and cute, fun, they're lightweight, and they just bring me joy. They make me happy, so that's why they are also in my favorites for this month. Next, let's talk about my favorite nail combo of the month. In true Amanda fashion, I am not currently wearing this combo, but this particular nail combination appeared in a bunch of my videos over the past month. This purple shade is from Zoya Polish, and it's called Trudith, layered with the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel in the shade Let's Get Digital. This is my second bottle of this color. I love this as a topper. It looks so good over every polish that I can think of. I know it looks really, really blue in the bottle, but when it's layered, it's not this opaque. I love this combo. It's so fun. Shiny, shifty, purpley, all the things that I like. Let's talk about a fragrance. I just started using this over the past couple weeks, and I am hooked on this. It is the perfect coming into the warm weather scent. This one's from Sol de Janeiro. It's their Brazilian Crush body fragrance mist. It's like a body splash. This smells so good. It smells like their Brazilian Bum Bum cream. If you've ever smelled that, I know that's a super, super popular product. This smells just like it. It's so fresh. It's so summery. It's not super strong and overpowering because it is more of a body mist type of product. I just love how fresh and sunshiny this makes me feel. I know we don't talk about fragrance a whole lot on this channel, but this has just been such an easy go-to for me. It's actually been sitting on my shelf back here, and I'll just spritz a little bit on before I leave the house, and I love it. It makes me feel so happy and summery and warm. I'm just gonna go on vacation now. Except not really, my kid's not done with school yet. Alright, now let's move on to makeup things. I don't have a ton of makeup products for this month. I just really had so much going on that I wasn't dedicated to wearing makeup as often as I usually do. But I do have a couple of things that I wanted to mention. First, for lips, this is something that's been in my favorites quite a lot over the past few months. It's the lip color I'm wearing right now, and this is just such an easy go-to for me. This is the ColourPop Glowing Lip in the shade Let's Jet. This one is so comfy. Let's do a little reapplication. I love that it's a little bit more bright and corally than my typical mid-tone rosy nude, but it's still very much in that same wheelhouse. It just adds a little bit of brightness, and for being a more glossy, creamy lip product, I find that I get a really nice amount of wear time out of this and that it wears off really gracefully. These are just so great. I feel like this is one that's been low-key a favorite for a long time. It hasn't been a explosive, I'm obsessed with this product, I love this so much, but it's just been such a consistent one that I go back to over and over again, so I felt like it was worth mentioning. And you know ColourPop, they always have really great prices too, so when you can find a reliable staple product under $10, that's one that's worth sticking with. Next up, let's talk about blush. I have two cream blushes. I'm actually wearing both of these. They are wildly different price points, but I have talked about both of these pretty recently on my channel. This one more recently was in a new at the drugstore haul I did for a bunch of new Milani stuff. This is the Milani Supercharged Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Spice Jolt. I love this stuff. So I'm wearing this one mixed with this cheeky tint from Huda Beauty. This is the shade Perky Peach. I did a whole review video dedicated to this product. This is my favorite shade from this line. I absolutely love mixing this Perky Peach color with something that has just a little bit more depth, or just wearing this on its own for a more subtle kind of low-key look. If you know me, you know that my go-to aesthetic is a casually sweaty cheek, and I'm not wearing any highlighter at all, just these two cream blushes mixed together, and I have such a fresh, dewy glow, but my blush really stays in place. It's not smudging and budging all over the place. I recommend either of these, both of these. The Huda one is a lot more expensive, but these are both great products. I like to be extra and wear multiple blushes at once, so this should be a surprise to no one. Lastly, my favorite eyeshadow palette of the month. This is from the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton Season 2 collection. I absolutely love this little 6-pan eyeshadow palette. This one's called Belle of the Ball. It's so beautiful. In my review video, I did more of a green bronze look. So today I'm wearing the blue, and I actually mixed a little bit of the green into the blue just to give the color a little bit more depth. And you can tell when I move, it's got sort of a green little undertone to it. I cannot say enough good things about this palette. It's so beautiful. It's so extra. For only having 6 shades, I get so inspired by this because the textures in here are so luxurious and just, whew. Pat McGrath is expensive. It is not an addiction I hope to acquire, but I'm really glad that I invested into this palette because I like this even more than the first season one, the Diamond of the First Water palette, especially when I'm trying to get into some more springy, bright, pastel-y type of looks, and that's really not typically my aesthetic. This has been so much fun to play with. Those are some of the things that I really enjoyed this past month. I would love to hear what you're enjoying. What are you reading? What are you putting on your nails? What kind of snacks or TV shows? Doesn't have to be makeup, doesn't have to be beauty, it could be anything at all that you're enjoying. I want to hear about it too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts, all your favorites down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Get it together. Get it together. People can be really mean online. If people ever ask me about my job, especially younger people are really interested in becoming YouTubers, I always tell them that's one of the hardest parts. At least I'm a self-actualized adult. If I was like 18 and dealing with some of the stuff that people said to me, I did not have the self-awareness and the self-esteem to deal with that then. Even now, some of the things people say still bother me. I don't know how people say they don't care. Some things, trust me, some things I don't care at all. But there are certain things that get under my skin and I'm just like, ooh, that was so mean. Why you gotta be mean? Not just to me, just don't be mean to anybody. Don't be a dick, you know? I don't swear on my channel, so I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Grandma. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, sorry if you can hear my neighbors jackhammering in their front yard. Literally across the street. You hear that? That's a jackhammer. Fun times. Adventures in content creation. They have been doing it literally for 4 days. There's no wait this out. We gotta make videos, you know what I'm saying? We're on a schedule. How long is your walkway? Our yards aren't that big. Anyway, I'm fine. Everything's fine. You know what happened is we ran out of coffee today and that was it's really thrown my whole day off. These curly cues. I did not like my curls when I was younger, especially because I was in high school and college in the early 2000s when really stick straight, like Tara Reid on MTV stick straight hair was the thing, and I had this super curly hair and I did not appreciate it then. You know, it just wasn't the thing, and I'm really embracing it now, and man, this looks so much better than that fried flat stick straight. No offense. It looks better on me. If you have really straight hair, if you straighten your hair, you like straight hair, I bet you look stunning. Stunning. But I'm just saying, I didn't embrace myself and my curls the way that I am. This is air dried. Another thing for me was freckles. I know you can't tell because I'm wearing makeup, but I always had a lot of freckles when I was little and I didn't like those either. And then I realized, wait, freckles are super cute. And now people put freckles on their face with makeup. You know, this whole time I was a trendsetter and I didn't know it. Anyway, I think that you have a beautiful face, beautiful hair, beautiful body, beautiful freckles, beautiful everything. Whatever you got, I like it. I like what you got going on. And if you can't embrace it, then I will. Come on, come here. Get it? Embrace. Like a hug. You get it. I hope you're doing well. If you're having a hard time, that's all right. That's normal. Everybody feels that way sometimes. So cuddle up with your comfort show and just know that I love your face and that we'll all be in this together. We'll make it. We'll make it through. You're doing good. You're doing a good job. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.